Thank you, Brian, Del, Susan, Polly, Andrew, Senator Kennedy, and most importantly, thank you everyone who shared their story. You are the heroes in all of this. So, I don't call it autism. I say it's something else. Like seeing light pass through a prism, the picture painted shows our health is much more than the wealth allow the Goy to see. And the hand the Goy are forcibly dealt corrupts biology. And it's supplied for free, like I said in part 1. So the full horse that I feed was mentioned, now I'm done. Since this time I want to run with the notion we've been duped by the group that thinks it's fun to sell us primordial soup is how we fell into the loop. But also, there's a Jesus. They serve us both their scoops, and the sheep fight to believe it. But as much as it's repeated, it only leads to questions. Like, have we really been impeded to the point we lack aggression? And why aren't Goyim stressing, demanding better answers to the fact we are regressing, not curing AIDS or cancer? But we finally have our chance for a chance to win the game. You must see the true disaster before you light the flame. It's not your fault you've been assaulted, you were taught to be this way. In this cult, some are exalted, starring in this faulty play. But if they're caught and we're appalled with how we're bought and sold each day, we'll break the vault that hides the culprits, altering our DNA. My problem is my metaphors, I'm not direct enough. I need to use a better sword when cutting through the tough stakes that have us stuck in perpetual submission. Their fake news is the bluff, nagging at your intuition. Since again, it's not autism, it's something different altogether. And our blinding lack of vision means it's something that we'll never see as more a clever use of misdirection. Since no one's getting better, we don't see it as infection or a biological weapon targeting our best, destroying comprehension yet leaving all the rest to grow into a mess, a burden on the parent. If you're stuck with the effects, it affects all of your merits. Everything you've cherished and all you've taken for granted rapidly starts to perish, yet it's not called underhanded. We're told we're on a planet, yet we're never pushed to ask why the moon we're told we landed on so comically in our past. It's not your fault you've been assaulted, you were taught to be this way. In this cult, some are exalted, starring in this faulty play. But if they're caught and we're appalled with how we're bought and sold each day, we'll break the vault that hides the culprits, altering our DNA. Remember the 1976 swine flu epidemic? Yeah, neither do I. But this thing called Google's been invented, so you might want to give it a try and see if this crazy guy is lying even slightly. When I say we tried to die because they told us that we might be dying of a slightly proven inconvenience. Their lips are sealed so tightly they're breathing through their penis. Okay, genius, that last line I made up. But at this point, if you're not squeamish, your lack of empathy sucks. They praise the almighty buck, but what Goy hold most dear is to eat the corn we shuck without the constant seed of fear. Alive between our ears, popping every bubble, rows and rows of peers, trying not to get in trouble. Yet as more money goes to Hubble and distractions like Epstein, the vaccine injured always doubles. It's all one big machine. And we're not on their team, we're cattle, nothing more. So when you wake up from your chosen dream, it's time the Goy settle the score. It's not your fault you've been assaulted, you were taught to be this way. In this cult, some are exalted, starring in this faulty play. But if they're caught and we're appalled with how we're bought and sold each day, we'll break the vault that hides the culprits, altering our DNA. TBG proposes we no longer call it autism. We propose we call it symptoms of a biological attack, or SOBA. People are born autistic. This is obviously something else, and as long as they have us battling over semantics, we're losing the war for our children.